Getting some more clarity on what caused a blast felt for miles in North St. Louis County this summer. Tonight, our team has been combing through a 40-plus page document revealing the blast wasn't caused by a leak, but instead a surge of gas hours before the August explosion. New at 10, our John Kipper is breaking down some of the report's major findings.
I never been to war or anything, but if I was ever in a war, I'm sure that was a quite close hit to, feeling the bomb and actually feeling the impact.
The day of the North County explosion, residents were bewildered, emotional, and thankful nobody died after hearing and even experiencing this. We already knew that 18-year-old Dante Anthony Jr. was inside the home on Evan Air Drive where the explosion originated, climbing out of the rubble with severe burns. The report says he was then put into a medical coma and eventually was interviewed by investigators. The report states that he was the only one living there at the time, his parents staying in a hotel after a grease fire in the kitchen in the spring. But all three were in the home that morning as the parents were soon moving back in and furniture was being delivered that day. According to the report, Dante Jr. smelled gas the night before, and his parents smelled it that morning, around an hour before the explosion. The mother told the father to call Spire, but he admitted that he did not call Spire to report the odor because it was so common to smell gas around their residence. Both parents then left, the mom for a workout, the dad to run an errand, and then Dante Jr. reported hearing a click and the ceiling collapsed on him. But what caused the explosion is still a bit of an open question. The report absolved Spire, saying nobody from that home reported smelling gas, and the record showed no natural gas leaks during the surveys conducted on August 25th. But it does say the only appliances in the home needing gas were the furnace and fireplace, neither of which are seemingly useful in August. And typically they used little to no gas, but from 7 p.m. the night before to the time of the explosion, usage was around 349 cubic feet per hour. To put that in perspective, the Natural Gas Association says a typical home uses just over 7 cubic feet per hour. The report concludes Dante's injuries were consistent with exposure to a flash fire that would have occurred in the course of a natural gas explosion, saying the explosion was caused by the ignition of natural gas by an unknown source.
The report adds the prosecuting attorney's office was contacted to see if search warrants were needed, but they declined. The report also says the home was uninsured after the homeowners were dropped after the grease fire. They were expected to meet with a new insurance agent the day of the explosion. Reporting in studio, John Kipper, First Alert 4.